Hello everyone, my name is Saida and I'm a proud Hardiman Scholar at University of Galway, Ireland. I have secured this prestigious PhD scholarship for the years 2023 till 2027. In this video series, I'll be sharing my journey and experiences in attaining this scholarship. Throughout these videos, you will gain a comprehensive understanding of the steps. For instance, what is the eligibility criteria, how to select a supervisor, and other requirements of the Hardiman Scholarship. I'll also provide valuable insights on how to write a successful proposal, which definitely will be in different video, and how to prepare effectively for the interview process. So if you are planning to apply for Hardiman Scholarship, make sure to follow and subscribe this channel so you don't miss any updates. So let's start the journey together. Okay, before we delve into the detail of Hardiman Scholarship, it is very crucial to keep the timeline in mind because when you have this timeline in mind, it will be very helpful for you to prepare for your proposal and the rest of the steps. So if you search for Hardiman Scholarship on Google, you can see the timeline heading. So click on that and you will be navigated to the timeline page. So according to this page, we can see that last year the application period opened on December 1st and it closed on 9th of February, giving you nearly 2-month period to submit your application. So afterwards, if your proposal gets shortlisted, you'll be called for an interview nearly by the end of the March, according to my experience, and the interviews will be taking place by the mid of April, and the final result will be announced in May. So this is basically the timeline, which is going to start from December till May. So you should be very patient for that, definitely. And the scholarships will be commenced in September. Basically, understanding this timeline is very essential for planning and preparing your application effectively. So make sure to mark these dates on your calendar. Let's talk a little bit about Hardiman Research Scholarship. So if you search Hardiman Scholarship in Google again, so you'll find the first heading, Hardiman Research Scholarship. On clicking that, you will navigate it to the Hardiman PhD Scholarship page, which have all the required information and steps which will guide you how to apply for Hardiman Scholarship. So this scholarship was first launched by University of Galway in 2011, and this scholarship scheme is designed to support outstanding PhD students, which will allow them to pursue a structured postgraduate degree by providing all the resources in terms of support and research, so that the student will excel in their academic journey. So like it is mentioned on the page, the stipend is 22k euros, and it is not only the stipend, but it is also the full of the tuition fee covered in this scholarship. So when you are provided with stipend and your tuition fee is also covered, this prestigious scholarship provides you a tremendous opportunity to completely and solely focus on your PhD journey. Okay, now going further, you can see that this scholarship offers 5 key research areas, which are broken down into sub areas listed on the page. You can see over here, these are the 5 research areas. So for instance, if you have to find what area you are belong to and which area you are going to apply for this scholarship. So for instance, I'll give an example. Like my domain basically is computer science. So I'll fall under the area of realizing potential through data and enabling technologies. So if you open this page, so we can see that this page is has all the information in terms of purpose, the people who are working under this area, and the places in which the places where this kind of work is taking place, like the colleges and school, the research institutes and centers. So these are separate links provided on the pages. As well as, if you go down further, you can find, if you want to read about the university research groups related to this area, you have to click here. So to find the more detailed overview of the area you are going to apply for Hardiman Scholarship, as well as the vacancies here, and what are the news, current news related to that area, as well as the current projects, ongoing projects of that particular area. So this is you have to find out the area of your specialty, and then you have to get all the information related to that area, so that it will be helpful for you to apply for the Hardiman Scholarship. Under the areas of research, you can find two more links. First one is the eligibility for the scholarship, and second one is the welcome to the University of Galway. I'll come back to the eligibility later, but if you wanted to delve more into about University of Galway, open that link, and it has all the information related to the University of Galway, when it was when it all begins, it in 1845, and going down you have provided all the newses, history, university leadership, researches going on, the priorities, vacancies, and how to contact. And it has all the required information you wanted to know about University of Galway. So it is up to you. If you wanted to know more, visit that page. Now let's discuss the eligibility criteria, which is very, very crucial in applying the Hardiman Scholarship. Let's open that link. Oh wow, so you can see there are only 3 key points for your eligibility, so it's not loads of the points. Okay, so let's discuss it one by one. The number 1 eligibility criteria is basically the academic qualification, and as mentioned that successful applicants are expected to have first or upper second class honors primary degree or equivalent. So as I told you earlier that I'm going to share my experience. So in my opinion and experience, even with an honors degree, you will be required an outstanding thesis and at least 1 publication to be considered. So typically what happened that candidates with both an honors and master's degrees are preferred. This is my experience, and the colleagues that have attained the scholarship, whom I know, have the same status. So it's preferable that you did your master's as well, and you'll be preferred afterwards. And if you're currently pursuing your master's and planning to apply for the scholarship, this is a tip from my side. Ensure that you have a publication by the end of your thesis to strengthen your application. The publication in academic research areas are the key factors for you to be considered. So it is very important that if you are going to apply for this scholarship, you should have some kind of publications in your particular domain. The second eligibility criteria is your PhD status. That application will not be accepted from individuals who are currently registered as PhD. So if you are not registered as PhD, you will be considered. And secondly, the students who have previously been awarded a Hardiman Scholarship, like me, if I have been awarded and for some reason I did not accept that Hardiman Scholarship, I will not be able to apply the scholarship again. So if you have already awarded this application, this scholarship, you will not be considered. The third requirement are for those who are non-native and a non-native English speaker. So you need to meet the English requirement criteria, which is outlined on this official page. So let's open this page and we'll see what are the requirement. Okay, so we'll go to the English language requirement, which we are discussing at the minute. So if you open that link, you can see that they have created a table of particular subject, Universities of Galway pre-sessionals and pre-masters program which they are offering, and the IELTS score which is required for that particular subject, and it is also mentioning the Cambridge C1, C2, TOEFL and PTE scores. So let's take an example of science and engineering. So if you're applying in science and engineering domain, your overall score should be 6.5, not less than 5.5 in any one component. So it is very crucial to understand that while applying for IELTS, I'm talking about IELTS here. So while applying for this particular scholarship and you are not a native English speaker, you are required to achieve this overall IELTS score to be considered as eligible for the scholarship. So this is on that page, this particular page, you are going to find the domain in which you are applying for. Like you can see here, the medicine is also here, the MSc of different domains are also here. So you have to go through this page and find the domain on which you are applying for. Okay, now after understanding the eligibility criteria, let's discuss about how to apply for the scholarship. And again, it has 3 main points, but it also provides an academic guide which will give you a guidance how to complete the application form, and I'll discuss this guide when I'll discuss how to create an effective application for your Hardiman scholarship, which will be included in a separate video. But now let's discuss how to apply for Hardiman scholarship. So the number 1 is you have to find your supervisor. So it is very crucial to find a supervisor of which is linked with your domain. So if you go under find a supervisor, you can see click here to find a supervisor. So if you navigated to that particular page, you can see that there is a list of supervisors provided, as well as their interest, theme and sub-theme. So you can see that you have to carefully choose a supervisor based on your research interest and the specific themes and sub-themes they are working on. This alignment is very crucial, and it will ensure a smooth and productive 4-year PhD journey. So once you have chosen a supervisor, reach out to them by sharing your resume and research interest. So let's take an example. Like for instance, I'm giving continuously giving an example of computer science because my background is a computer science background. So if you wanted to search a supervisor, you just type in computer and enter, and all the supervisor related to that particular domain appear, and then you have to go through all of the supervisors, like you can say interests, themes and sub-themes, in order to find the particular domain you wanted to work on. So this is again a very important to do your homework. Once you have chosen a supervisor, again, I'm telling you that reach out to them by sharing your resume and research interest. It is very important to do a thorough homework about the supervisor, including reviewing the projects they are currently working on. If there is an ongoing project that supervisor is working on and aligns with your interest, so it is a tip that you should mention it in your email that your interests also matches with that particular project in order to enhance the chances for you that supervisor will get in contact with you. Alternatively, if you have any other project idea in your head, you can share that project idea in detail with your chosen supervisor. I'll make a separate video on how to draft an effective email to contact a supervisor. Again, as a tip, try to contact at least 3 to 5 supervisors to increase your chances of getting a response from at least 2 of them. So it is very important to choose not only one particular supervisor, but to reach out at least 3 to 5, because they are very busy and it is very hard to get a response from them. It's again from my experience. So reach out at least 5 of them. Once your chosen supervisor agrees to support your Hardiman Scholarship application, you'll need to send them the supervisor form, which is again mentioned on the main page. Here is the supervisor form. If you click it, it will be downloaded on your computer. So this form needed to be sent to the supervisor to be filled, signed and submitted. Again, according to my experience, supervisors are often very busy. To help expedite the process, you can fill out as much as of the form as possible, such as your details, the project title, and etc., and then email them for their signature and submission. Okay, so the next and most important step is to draft your application using the form provided on Hardiman Scholarship website. This is the next step, and you can see the application form here. So again, if you click here, this application form is going to be downloaded on your computer. So this application is very crucial as it will determine your eligibility for this scholarship. In your application, you'll need to provide comprehensive and compelling information about your academic background, research interests, and proposed project. It is essential to highlight your qualifications, experiences, and how they align with the objective of the project you have discussed in your application, as well as the scholarship. So make sure to demonstrate your passion of your research area and how it contributes to the broader academic community. I will create a separate detailed video on how to draft a successful application, and in that particular video I'll share my personal experience and provide step-by-step guidance on understanding the application form, crafting a strong research proposal, as well as how to highlight your academic achievements, your personal statement, which is very important, also the review and feedback. So it is also a very one of the crucial part I'll discuss in my later video, and by the end of that particular video you will have a clear understanding of how to create a strong and competitive application for Hardiman Scholarship. The third and last step is to you have 2 references that indicates your academic suitability and potential, and again the reference form is provided on the Hardiman Scholarship main page over here where I'm pointing to, and when you click on that particular form, that form is going to be downloaded on your computer. This last step is again very crucial, and it is very important to have 2 strong academic references that can provide positive recommendation for you. And based on my experience, It will be beneficial if you have one reference from your bachelor's degree and one from your master's degree. Here are some points which I'll discuss with you. That first of all, contact your referees, reach out to them in advance and discuss your application, that you are going to apply for this particular scholarship and the project on which you are applying for, and ensure that they are willing to provide a positive reference for you. The next step is to send them the form, the referee form, which is again on the website I already told you, and it is their responsibility to fill out and submit this form before the scholarship deadline. However, as I mentioned in the supervisor form, because again the referees are also very busy, you can fill out as much as the form possible, such as your detail, the project title, and your past experiences with your referee before sending it to them. It will help again expedite the process and coordinate with the submission. Again, make sure that your referees understand the importance of submitting the form on time. I already mentioned that you can offer to fill out the form to the best of your ability, and then let them make any necessary changes before they sign and submit. Okay, lastly, if we go further down, we have two more links. The timeline one, which I have already discussed in the beginning of my video. The second one is the assessment, that how your application will be assessed, and it is going to be discussed in the video which I'm going to create on how to fill out your application form. So that keep these assessment pointers in mind in crafting your application proposal. Further down, they have provided some questions and their answers. So if you wanted to delve deeper, you can, and if you have any question, you can delve deeper down and check these questions that are provided on this page. They have also provided the press release of the last year for the Hardiman PhD scholars, so you can find out more over here. So this is all from my side. Stay tuned for more detailed guides, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe to this channel so you won't miss any updates. Thanks for watching.